So I used my skill saw just to get it closer to the template. Then I used my belt sander. I've got a ceramic sandpaper on there. It's really aggressive and it'll chew up plywood and well, you name it. I used it for the foam, to reshape the foam. See this foam? That's like leftovers from reshaping the foam. I've tried knives and stuff like that. It doesn't seem to work for me. But if I put that on, real aggressive sandpaper on the belt sander, it's really easy to make a shape. And you know, sometimes I add to the seats. I'll put a piece on top or whatever. This one, the shape was already so close that it was easy to work with, which is a reason why I picked that stock seat like that anyways, when I was shopping for them, just because I wanted to use the base plate and the foam. And I find that I've made the base plates myself before out of aluminum, out of fiberglass, and I find that the stock ones just better, you know, for simplicity. The seat here for the Harley Lowrider S. There's the template. There's the stock seat foam that I've reshaped. All I did on this one, is dig it out here, shave it in here, and shave it in here, and cut this back. This way I'll sit lower in the seat and further back a bit. It was coming out about like this, so it should be more comfy. I went and sat on it and got this comfort level better. It will be a little bit narrower, but anyhow, you can see on a stock seat cover is vinyl, which is good stuff. You know, it keeps the water out better. They do put a piece of plastic underneath, but over time they don't seem to last me, because I do ride most days. I always end up poking a hole through the damn thing, or the stitching all lets go. So I like making them out of leather. I like the smell of leather. I like the look of leather. This is the leather I got here. Big huge roll, way more than enough. Got from Tandy Leather. It's about a 7 or 8 ounce. I can't remember. Same stuff I use sometimes. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't say. I like to use pop rivets, so I hammer it all together. I'm an old carpenter. Being a carpenter too, here's a couple wooden templates. This is so I can chase the, after I can chase the wood burner with it, and I'll make designs in it, like just some crosses and stuff. I like to wood burn them. These are from 2 previous seats I've made. This one here will be trimmed down. The first one here will be trimmed down to so it works out for this one. And we'll see how it all turns out. See how far I get today. Well, I kind of show everybody what I'm up to. I do like to make parts for my own bike. Kind of selfish like that. But anyways, nobody seems to want the crap I make anyway. Okay, so what I did is I take my template and I put it on the back side, the suede side of the leather, and I mark it with a pen. And I use tin snips to cut the leather. I don't know, there's probably some upholstery guy just rolling his eyes at all this, but that's what I do. So template, I have it marked for center. And what I'll be doing is minusing an inch for that template, just taking it, cutting it again, and then it'll be cut out in that plywood there, and be chased for wood burning. Look at all the leather I got left over. But I'll need this for the side pieces, yet I do have some here left over from a different seat. So I might make a tool bag or saddlebags or something. So this is the first piece of leather cut out on there. And I got to wood burn it yet. And there'll be all these different pieces. There's Bonnie Jean. She's making something too this morning. Isn't she beautiful? And we got all the stuff here. She's using the hole punch.
I tried to go through both pieces, but just so I have one.
Making something for her hair. Anyways, now I'm going to take this template that was used for cutting my leather and take an inch off of it all the way around. And then it'll be for wood burning on the wood. Hey everybody. I'm finishing up the seat. Keep working on it here. This is the wood burning part. So I just got a typical wood burner. I like to use the narrow part of it. We have another wood burner around here somewhere. I don't know where the hell it is. Anyways, this is the one I'm using. I've already traced it out with this. The line doesn't turn out as crisp, but I'm trying to make crisp lines that are thin. That's the kind of name of the game, to make it look more like a factory made it. But yet, this is not coming obviously from a factory. This is coming from Dwayne's factory. And this is the pattern so far. It'll get a crosshatch. You could burn anything you wanted to leather. Some people tool leather. I've tried tooling leather, and I don't like the fact that it cuts it. It makes deep gouges, and then I find it just isn't very comfortable to sit on. So that's what I do. That's the first. Now I'm going to go back the other way with it, so I have a crosshatch look. Bonnie's holding the camera. I find this fun. You know, I haven't made a seat in a little bit, so I enjoy it. I don't really like making it for other people, just for myself. Same with all the parts. I do make things for other people sometimes. If I've ever made you something, gave it to you, then there you go, I made it for you, but I don't normally just take requests. That being said, most people, if you just kind of follow the steps, you do this yourself at your house. You know, and then if you, what the hell, why not? You know, you know what you've got in the end. It's this is thick leather, so it's pretty decent. It's not real thick. I don't really like them too thick because I find they don't flex as well and they want to crack. So the reasonable happy medium there. And you can see the effect that's coming up here. It looks pretty nice to me. You can write your name in it or put a maple leaf or whatever you want it. I've always kind of enjoyed leather. Doesn't mean I'm good at it, but I do enjoy it. I think that's part of the hobby lifestyle. Just gotta make your bike your own. Personally, I'm not very good at mechanics, but I do like to make things like such things like this. So that's what I enjoy of it. And I spend a fair amount of time in the saddle. So it's kind of cool to have my bike my own. So this is after the cross hatches are done on it. Now I'm going to poke it with a bunch of holes so I can put the side pieces on. And I just make templates, and no big deal. Anyways, this is kind of what it's going to look like in the end. I could have made it with that solid step, but I kind of prefer this look and the feel to it. So now the holes are on the outside. And the texture's done. Didn't take me too long so far. I've probably been working on it for, 2 hours or something, an hour and a half. Get to this stage from the, yesterday I did the foam stage. And a little bit later, I'll make some pieces on the side when I feel like it again. Okay, so this is the stage I'm at now.
Messy stage.
Messy stage. This is the disaster zone, but this is the good part of the disaster zone. We've got one more piece to make. Two more pieces. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and then the third piece that goes in the back. Then I tighten up the front, and then I got to do these relief cuts in it, kind of like these templates here. These templates are for another seat. I just was able to reuse them and extend them a bit. I put relief cuts so it doesn't get too saggy, but it's hard to get a really tight with leather. Anyhow, and then I use a bunch of staples on the back side and a little bit of contact cement, and I use staples that don't rust and like Parkerized or something. Anyways, yeah, that's where we're at. So this is what the seat looks like when it's totally done on the bike. Looks pretty good. I made the sissy bar. I'm gonna repowder coat it. It's gloss black. I should have went flat black. Anyways, it's kind of coming along. We got risers for it that are sitting in the house. We got to get them put on, and they'll be up 6 inches higher than it is now. And I'm gonna make a windshield. I bought this fairing, and I just need to make the windshield for it higher. I really like the style of the fairing. It's a stock Harley one. It's the newest style that they make. I think it's a good look, but with the windshield up higher would be suit me more. Seat turned out pretty good. I've made quite a few of these seats over time. And yeah, I just like them like that. It's I cut it down about 1 inch and back about 1 inch. So it gets me down a little bit lower and back a little bit. Once I get the risers on there, this bike will fit me to a T. It's already foot-wise with my seat, you know, where my feet sit forward, and it's perfect. It's really nice, this set of exhaust system. I've had a lot of high pipes over time. Super Traps and Storts, and this set of Thunderheader is a high pipe too. But I'm not burning my leg, so I'm pretty happy with that, which is a big time bonus, so I don't end up with a bunch of pants with burns in them. Yeah, that's where I'm at with this thing. I just got home. It's snowing pretty good. It's all fresh powder. I had to ride from Sherwood Park to Evergreen, and it was pretty hard. The highway was sticking too good. I tried salting it, but I couldn't keep up, and I had to head home before it kept building up. My shift was over, so I didn't have time to really burn off the material. So it's a pretty slick ride home. If anybody's wondering what I'm talking about, I drive a snowplow, and I can do it right to my house if I need to, but I have to have time to do it. Well, it didn't start snowing until the end of the shift. That's enough time to screw me right up. 7 o'clock in the morning, maybe 7, 8 below. But I feel wild.